How we doing? Boy, a short week. This is good. I'm sure you guys are happy too. Get a little break on the back end of it, huh? No, but it's a quick turnaround. I mean, obviously we wanted to play as fast as we could after this past weekend, and I think our guys are excited to get back out and play. We had a little practice today in meetings now. Again, we want to get back out in front of our fans and get back in our stadium and our surroundings and the dog pound and the rest of the people that support us and go fight like heck to go get a win this weekend. Again, the Jets are playing good football. You know, obviously they're a 1-1 football team. They've won on the road, so they know how to do that. You know, when Detroit and won earlier in the year, lost at home this past week. They're a talented football team, young quarterback, very talented defense, very talented skill guys on offense. So, again, it's a challenge every week, you know, for a football team. But again, what better way than, come on, Tony, that's a fine. Okay, that is a fine. I know, that's a fine. Come on, you guys we gotta police you, Tony. That's a shame. That's pitiful. Yeah, either run or pay, one or the other. Okay. Again, from an injury standpoint, you know, Emmanuel will not make the game this week. And obviously, but we're getting closer, which I'm excited about that. Kirko, we'll see how that all unfolds. And I think Demarius, we'll see where he is, but Demarius did not practice today. So we'll see where we are. But, again, outside of that, there's nothing else to really report from a medical standpoint. All the other bruises we had, I think, will be fine and ready to play. So, again, I feel good about our team. Our team is excited, hungry, disappointed, anxious, all those words you want to use, but they're looking forward to playing at home on Thursday night because, again, it's another opportunity for us to go out and go get a win.
Go like they did when you thought you had a chance to win them both. Do you feel the pressure to finally break through, keep building?
I don't know if it's the pressure. We just need to do it. You know, in the fourth quarter, I'm not sitting there going, okay, what's going to happen here or nothing like that. I mean, we just got to make the plays. You know, like I told our guys this morning, I mean, we got to make the plays that win games. You know, we wasn't able to finish it last weekend. We wasn't able to finish the weekend before that. You know, we get the opportunity. We got to nail it shut when they show up, and that's what we have to do.
What are you seeing on film of Sam Darnold so far?
Talented quarterback. Obviously he's thrown for a lot of yards, you know, in 2 weeks. You know, he's turned the ball over a little bit like most young guys will. And but he's playing good for him. You know, he's playing within their system. It's obviously they trust him because they're throwing the ball a lot with him. He's able to make plays outside the pocket with his legs. And he's got some good guys to throw it to. So I think he's making progress, I'm sure, in their system. I'm sure they feel very comfortable with him being their quarterback. And, again, he's 1-1 right now. So he's got an opportunity to come here Thursday night and make it a tough night for us.
Question about QB matters. He, of course, has McCown, you know pretty well. What value would McCown be to him? And what value is a Stanton, both to you for Mayfield and for
I think those guys are invaluable. You know, I'm sure Josh can advise him on, you know, the Thursday night game. That's a different process for a young quarterback. You know, obviously Josh has played here, knows the environment pretty well, knows kind of how I think a little bit, and again, has played against Greg Williams himself before, so and played against us here last year and won. So I'm sure he will impart all that information that he can to Sam. But again, the beautiful part about whether it's Josh or Drew, those guys aren't playing. You know, those are the players got to play. They can give them the information, but those guys got to go out and play the game.
What's your progress report on Callaway?
I think he's making strides. Obviously, I think the catch to tie the game last week is a confidence booster for any young player. You know, and I think he was always coming on. You know, I think we're kind of not trying to push him too fast, not trying to give him too much too fast. Well, now he got to take it all, you know, so it's time, you know, and I think he'll do well. He's always competed hard, and, you know, and he always works at it. So, again, it's another step, you know, for him this Thursday night to be good for him.
Is that play a confidence booster for you and Todd?
Oh, absolutely. You know, you want to see someone other than the people that you know that's going to start to elevate themselves and start making plays for you. So he was able to do that. That was a huge play. I'm sure you guys all went back and watched it. For him to go and track that ball down like he did, wow, he can run.
They've only had a short time together, but can you see how Hewlett and Colquitt and Joseph are working together?
Yes, I got a bird's eye view today. His snap looked good, the hole looked good, and the kick looked good. So it just, as you guys know, you got to do it on Thursday night. What we do right now really doesn't matter, but we are working at it, working through anything that potentially could be issues. But again, it's got to be right on Thursday night. It's what pros do. It's what we have to do.
Go to the stadium tomorrow?
I'm sorry?
Will he kick in the stadium before Thursday?
We haven't decided that yet, but we're definitely going to talk about that today. We'll do whatever we think we need to do to make sure that he's ready to go. I think he came over to me and said, Coach, thanks for the opportunity. He had a big bright smile on his face. He's excited about being here, excited about having an opportunity to kick. And, he has that mindset, put me out there, Coach. I'll go win the game if need be.
Sam Darnold make your decision pretty difficult on draft day, in the lead up to the draft, about what to do at number one?
All those guys did. We did a good job as an organization of really working through all the guys and from top to bottom, be very honest with you. And so we spent time with him and his family, and obviously every quarterback, but we feel very comfortable with the guy that we selected in Baker, and I'm sure they do with him. He's a fine prospect, and he's going to be a fine player. And I think they got a good one, but we feel we got a really good one too.
The intel you guys got on Sam and the research you did with him in the lead up, will that help at all coming into this game?
We're going to use every piece of information we can. You can believe it. Yeah, we have an idea of who we're playing. There's no doubt. He's a tough, competitive young man. He's not going to shy away from anything, and he's going to stand there and try to make plays when it need be, and he doesn't get rattled much. So we'll use all the information we have to our advantage.
When you watch the film, just evaluate. But on Callaway's touchdown, do you rewind it a couple times and just say, "Wow"?
About 5 times. Because each time like he was getting faster at the end. The burst to go get the ball was phenomenal. It was good. Obviously it was a heck of a play, hell of a throw, and a heck of a catch.
You know it was going to Callaway when Terrell let it go, because
I knew the trajectory of the ball. I knew he was throwing it deep, but they both were kind of running in the same plane. So when the ball was let go by Tyrod, I knew because he was throwing it high, because normally the ball inside to Jarvis, you got to throw on more of a line. So I knew it was going down there somewhere. I just didn't, when he threw it, I go, oh my. I didn't think we could get to it, to be honest with you. And then all of a sudden I see this guy go, boom, and he runs right under the ball. What a play.
You mentioned a couple of turnovers Darnold's had, and your defense is obviously taking the ball away a bunch in the first 2 games. Is it realistic to expect your defense to do it week in and week out and take the ball away?
That's the plan. That's what we want to do. And we got to keep it going. As I say every week when I talk to you guys, that's what we needed to do heading into the year. That's been an emphasis for our football team, to get more turnovers on defense and don't turn it over on offense. Be on the plus side of this thing. It's the key to our victories. It truly is. And so the plan is to go in and do everything we can and make them give it to us.
Playing a couple of Hall of Fame quarterbacks, you think Greg gets excited going up against a rookie?
Greg gets excited going up against anybody. Trust me. That's Greg. He's competitive. And, obviously we earn our reputation in this league by slowing down the great quarterbacks, and beating the real good defenses. So, again, Greg is Greg, and he's excited about playing whoever we're playing. He hasn't left this building, and we all feel that way. Obviously, here's an opportunity for us to play another good team here at home in front of our fans, and we don't want to disappoint anybody. We need to go play good and improve and keep getting better.
How often was it brought up this offseason? You guys only forced 13 turnovers last year.
Well, that's something that's really important to me as a head coach. We needed more. We needed to help our offense more, and the offense need to help the defense more. We can't, hurt each other that way. We can't turn it over and put our defense in tough situations to stop teams, backed up on our own side of the field. And we can't not get turnovers. And if you look at last year, we turned the ball over way too much, and we didn't get enough. So that's been a huge emphasis by the staff. And I think that's, bearing fruit for us right now.
Do you think there's guys that, like, a lot of people say turnovers are more luck than skill, but do you think there's guys that just have a nose for that stuff?
Oh, I do. I think my man T. Mitch is showing that Money Mitch is getting the ball out. He has a knack for it, of ripping the ball out and giving us a chance, Demarius Randall, getting his hands on the ball. I think that's outstanding. And again, our defensive line is rushing and, we're getting our hands on quarterbacks, to force some other fumbles. So I think we just got to continue to do those things. And then we'll look back, at the end of the year and see how well we've done. And obviously the win and loss record will be the most important part of it.
We all know the plays that Duke Johnson made for you guys last year and the contract that he earned. Has there been a discussion between you and Todd about how to get Duke more playing time, more involved?
Yeah, we got to get, obviously he's one of our better playmakers, and he's got to touch the ball, and he will. Again, Duke's a tremendous player. We're glad he's here, and we got to put him in position so he can make an impact, because he can. And we'll continue to look at different ways of getting him involved, but we'll get Duke going.
Crowell is going well, as he must have been in their first game. What is it about Crowell?
No, he's a pro. Crowell's a good back. Obviously, he's averaging over 6 yards a carry right now. He's done some good things for him. He brings quickness and suddenness and speed, and I think he's a tough, competitive person and competitive player. We got to tackle him, on Thursday night. They're going to give it to him, that's for sure.
You were talking about how guys are, really hungry, and the first 2 weeks, the way those games were so tight. This being on national TV and still looking to get over that hump, do you feel like this is like a really crucial game for the organization?
No, I mean, you can look at it that way. I think every game's crucial, and it's not just because we're on Thursday Night Football. I just think anytime we're competing against another organization, another team, we want to, be at our best, and we haven't done that in a lot of tries, 2 this year. So, we've come a long ways. We think we're headed in the right direction as an organization, as a football team. But the only thing that can validate that is winning. So I don't care if it's Thursday night, Sunday, Monday, it doesn't matter. I think when we play, our goal is to go out and play well enough for 4 quarters to secure victory, and that's what we need to do.